What is up, guys? It is Bad Dog. So, coming off a horrible sports weekend for myself, the Sooners lose on a game-winning field goal at the end. Giants lose on a ridiculous 63-yard field goal at the end. And, of course, Yankees just get totally wiped off the face of the earth by the Red Sox last night, 16-1. So, hasn't been a good few days for me. The Giants have a quick turnaround this week on a Thursday night against our hated rivals, the Philadelphia Eagles, the defending Super Bowl champs, who have looked like anything but defending champions. It's not to say much. I mean, we suck. So, not really much to say about this game. It's a couple of really bad teams that, are playing for whatever. And as I told Lord Brunson earlier, may the worst team lose, because that's exactly what's going to happen Thursday night. The Giants, man, listen, we all know what happened Sunday. They finally broke that 30-point threshold. They showed some life on offense, for lack of a better term. Eli Manning threw the ball down the field a few times. The offensive line was able to protect Eli Manning. There's no moral victories in football. We lost. It sucks. However, does that mean the offense turned a corner? Does it mean finally the Giants found something going downfield and trying to stretch the defense a little bit? Saquon Barkley didn't have a good game at all running the ball, really, but he did run the ball 15 times. The Giants did end up scoring 30 points. Now, I don't know what Barkley should be okay. I mean, he strained his knee a little bit there at the end on that touchdown, but he should be okay. The Eagles, we know what the Giants are, and there's no getting around this. We're not a good team. That's why we're 1-4. We played the Panthers very tough, and again, there's no moral victories, but can they take some of that momentum, what little momentum they have from their offense, can they take that into the game Thursday night and get this job done? The Eagles have had a lot of injuries so far this year, and one thing I said in the preseason, I mentioned this a number of times. I remember I did a live stream of the Browns and the Eagles, their preseason game. And I noticed the Browns are getting a lot of pressure on the Eagles, and I just kind of chalked it up to it's preseason. But I did mention it then, that if I was an Eagles fan, I'd worry about your O-line, because your O-line looks really poor. And it's looked poor all season. Carson Wentz probably isn't completely healed from his ACL injury, and Alshon Jeffrey's been banged up now. Jay Ajayi's out for the year with a torn ACL. Eagles are beatable. This is probably the most beatable Eagles team the Giants has faced in a long time. Does that mean we'll beat them? Well, who the hell knows? Everybody's like, we can beat them, Bad Dog. I know we can beat them. I feel like we could have beat every team we played, but the fact of the matter is we don't beat anybody we play, because the team just doesn't know how to make a stop when we need it. They don't know how to put together a drive when we need it. They just can't put a full game together. It's so easy. We say it every week. No turnovers, no stupid penalties. Run the ball. Well, against Carolina, stupid penalties. Half of them were not really penalties, but the official decided to give the Panthers the penalty call. But the Kareem Martin offsides was a terrible penalty. There's no doubt about that. Can't do much about Graham Gano kicking a 63-yarder to win the game. The fumble punt in the end zone was terrible. And of course, that's, Giants turned the ball over 3 times in that game. And that's contributed to the loss as well. But every week we say, no turnovers, no penalties, play smart, you win the game. The Giants can't do that. They don't know how to execute that way. So it'll be a very interesting game. I believe the Giants can win this game. And the funny thing about it is, if the Giants win, they're 2-4. It's horrible, right? But the Eagles will also be 2-4. The Cowboys have the Jacksonville Jaguars this week. That ain't an easy team. They could easily be 2-4. And then if I'm not mistaken, the Redskins got to play the Panthers. And we know the Panthers aren't an easy team. But the Redskins just got embarrassed on national TV last night by a good Saints team. So the Redskins don't look good either. They could be 2-3. As bad as the Giants have been, we're 1 win out of first place. It's ridiculous. This division is so bad that the team that wins, has the best record in this division is probably going to win the NFC East, because it doesn't seem like we can beat anybody outside of this division. Although the Giants did beat the Texans and the Cowboys did beat us. But you know what I'm saying. It's just these teams aren't good. So whoever wins amongst the divisions is probably going to get this division. But again, as bad as the Giants have been, there's a game sitting there Thursday night. that could put us right in the thick of being near the top of the division. As pathetic as it is, they still have a chance. Now, I'm going to address this situation real quick because this actually kind of surprised me. And far be it for me to get involved in drama because I'm really not that kind of guy. But I did see, people asked me if I saw EDP's video with him ranting about the Eagles, which he pretty much does every day now. But the one thing I was taken aback by, not so much him wiping his ass with the hat, you all know what he does, but I was surprised that he called out Nitro Freak in a video. That was very strange to me. I don't know why EDP would do that. Listen, I ripped EDP a new one for 3 years. Nitro Freak was one of the only people that stood up for that guy. Always stood up for him. Was cool with him. I don't know if something happened behind the scenes there or not, but I got to say, that's kind of classless of EDP to just badmouth Nitro Freak for no reason other than Nitro Freak likes Nick Foles and Nitro Freak still feels like the Eagles have a shot. I don't know what else went into that, but it's pretty crappy of EDP to do that to a dude that's actually done nothing but stick up for the guy. But whatever, I mean, EDP ain't gonna care. He ain't gonna watch my video, and even if he did, he ain't gonna give a shit. He don't care what I say. But I just want to throw my 2 cents into that. That was a classless move. But then again, we all know that EDP is not the most classy individual out there. So, you know, I don't know what else to say. It was just a strange thing to do. I don't really know what that was about. But again, just this is what happens in the NFC East, man. Our teams are bad. The fan bases start fighting amongst each other. And I'm not saying the Giants fan base is fighting against each other, but we certainly have differing opinions on our quarterback, that's for sure. And Cowboy fans do the same thing, and Eagle fans do the same thing. Very strange. The whole year has been very strange. We're a quarter of the way through it, and still as bad as the Giants have been, anything can happen. Got to win Thursday night. That's all there is to it. Just win the damn game. Just win the damn game. I don't care how you win. Just win. Get it done. Bad dog and I'm out. Peace.